good? All right, welcome back to another exciting episode of Off the Rail, where skateboarding culture meets current events, hot topics, things like that. Today we're going to be talking about SOTY, Skater of the Year. I've got my pick. I know who I'd like to win, but I want to hear your pick, and I want to hear what you think, and I want to hear what everybody thinks, because that's what this channel is all about. So, with that being said, we're going to get into it. If you like what you see, please hit the thumbs up button, please subscribe, and we will continue to send content as often as possible. Thanks. All right, well, I goofed. I made a mistake. It happens. I admit it. But I waited until Thrasher announced the finalists to go ahead and start getting everyone's opinion on who would win, because I thought that made sense. However, I didn't realize that they were announcing the winner the very next day. So I made a mistake, which means this is going to be changed up a little bit. There were a few people that actually picked the winner. So I'm going to give them some credit and show what they said. But I'm going to transition this into a show about what they think about the person that won, and if they feel like somebody else got snubbed. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoy. Skater of the Year, who you got?
TyShawn Jones for sure.
Dang.
All right, so I would probably go with, honestly, I would probably go with TyShawn.
Thoughts on TyShawn winning, and did anyone get snubbed?
I think he's a well-deserved dude to get Skater of the Year. I do think Louis, Lopez, and Nyjah had a little more out there in order to win. I do think Nyjah got snubbed. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, thoughts on TyShawn winning, and who got snubbed, or did anyone get snubbed?
To be honest with you, I feel like Tristan Funkhauser got snubbed this year. It was a quick decision, which I did not like at all. And how Tristan front aired the China Banks, put out 3 parts where he's going faster than everybody in the whole world, and he still gets snubbed. I don't understand it. Plus Nyjah, look at what Nyjah did this year. Insane. 20 stairs for 12 minutes straight.
Dude, everybody's talking about
it. It's ridiculous, dude. So honestly, at this point, Thrasher might lose some views, from me at least, I'm not going to be putting my time and effort in supposed to be skate core stuff that's supposed to be going on at that place. And the last couple of years, honestly, since Phelps died, I want to say that's where everything kind of fell down for me as far as how Thrasher is running their operation right now. Even last year, I know Yuto's good or whatever, but I don't know, when I'm talking American Thrasher, I feel like nobody, we shouldn't even have foreigners on there or anything like that. If you're a Thrasher, American, skating every year, doing crazy stuff every year, putting out 3 parts, 4 parts, 5 parts like Nyjah is every single year, I don't understand how we get snubbed, because he's wearing shorts? It's ridiculous.
they snubbed him for shorts.
No facts, dude.
Anyway, thanks, bro.
No facts.
Thoughts on TyShawn winning, and do you think anybody got snubbed?
Anybody what?
Got snubbed. Anybody that should have won. Somebody you thought would win, and then they got robbed. Who got robbed?
Yeah.
Or maybe nobody got robbed.
Nyjah should have won. Nyjah deserved it.
All right. Thoughts on TyShawn winning, if you have one, and do you think anyone got snubbed?
All right. Well, I think TyShawn's sick. But honestly, he already has a dub, so I definitely feel like they at least should have given the underdogs a chance. And because TyShawn's already so big, you know what I'm saying? So it's he already has a huge following. But I don't know, it's whatever. Honestly, it's sick. I definitely wanted Louis to win, because I think Louis' style was sick as fuck.
There was a lot of votes for Louis.
Yeah, I know.
I voted Louis.
A lot of the guys who came in and talked about it said Louis.
Yeah.
I voted Louis.
It's weird because a lot of my
TyShawn winning. TyShawn's already got the win.
Yeah.
And Nyjah could have won it. I'd have been fine with that. Just because he hasn't won it, and he's obviously super good. But Louis' style's next level.
All right, sick. Thank you.
Let's go.
Thoughts on TyShawn winning, and did anyone get snubbed? What do you think?
All right, I love TyShawn. That's the homie. He's good, really good, but it was rigged. Nyjah should have gotten it. Nyjah did his thing. Nyjah did his thing. Everybody knows it. And the fact that didn't Adidas post? I saw an Adidas post saying that TyShawn Jones was crowned Skater of the Year. That made no sense to me, because why didn't Thrasher say that he was supposed to before? Now I'm just thinking that the whole Skater of the Year thing is just like an industry plant thing, and I'm not even excited for it anymore, because Nyjah did his thing, Tristan Funkhouse did his thing, Louis Lopez did his thing, TyShawn Jones just came out the cut. He already won too, and other people didn't know. What? It was rigged. It didn't make any sense to me. I'm sad.
Appreciate it. Thoughts on TyShawn winning, and do you feel like anybody got snubbed?
My thoughts on TyShawn winning, some of the stuff that he did this year was well deserved. I can give it that. But at the end of the day, there was a lot of stuff that wasn't like it didn't really resonate, because a lot of people thought that Nyjah should have won, which he should have, because he did an amazing 4-trick part. Like, well, not 4-trick part, but 4 parts all in 1 week, which was like fire. Forgive it, like not forgiven. And then, but then you had like T-Funk really coming in with that real super raw skating. Then you got like Louis that comes in with the technical but still very, very raw stuff. Then you got TyShawn, who's from New York City, where everything's really, really raw, but he still kind of like mixtured a bunch of everything of skateboarding as far as rails, technical tricks, manuals, everything. Same as Nyjah. Nyjah did a lot of stuff that like nobody's ever done or is doing. And more people should do it, but a lot of people try, but they can't never like really fluctuate like with it going further than what it is. But Nyjah definitely should have got it. Of course, everyone's agreed upon that, and everyone's with it, and I do agree with it as well. But for me, if it was my opinion, I would say Louis, because Louis has been really going ham for the past like 4 to 5 years. But Nyjah's been going ham for 10. So, you know, he probably should, like, everyone's like, oh, he should have won. He definitely should have won, especially when he did that 4-sequence part.
Yeah.
Like, he did 4 different parts in 1 week before SOTY came out. But yes, they should have did a little bit longer with the voting, because there was no reason to have them vote in 1 day and be like, oh, that's the skater of the year. It's like, you didn't really get all the votes for everyone's opinion on who was the best skater of the year, because they also had TJ Rogers in there that was actually runner-up, but then they took him out and put T-Funk in there. So TJ Rogers was in there. He did a good amount of parts, and he really went ham as well this year. So he did stuff that nobody was doing as well. So it's like, but a lot of people are really mad about Nyjah not winning, because, you know, of all those parts he put out. But it's like, you have to come to a realization that they're like, for Thrasher, SOTY, they're always gonna have R.I.P. Jake Phelps. They're always gonna have Jake Phelps's like perception on it as well. Jake Phelps would never ever choose anyone that is like a top dog. He always wants to choose the underdog. So like with him, whenever he was alive, the last person he did was he chose TyShawn Jones. But he was like, no one's ever done a fakie flip over a stair, like over a whole street. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one's done that. So he was the first one to do it. So that's what really like resonated into him. So it's like, the only reason that Nyjah didn't win is because he's like the LeBron of skateboarding. He's the best ever. Wins all the contests, SLS, X Games, Detour, all those. He wins all of them. He always gets like first, second, or third place. So they weren't gonna pick him because he's too mainstream. If he wasn't so mainstream, he would have won.
Makes
for
sense.
sure. So
Appreciate it.
that's my opinion on it.